I'm Josh.
I'm Danny.
And I'm Baron.
You guys want to watch Power Rangers?
Oh, no.
Only if we watch every single one.
No!
Welcome back to Powering Through. We've reached episode 10. It's called Happy Birthday, Zach. You can probably guess what the plot is about.
Mm-hmm.
A knight is made from alchemy and destroys the Power Rangers.
Exactly. So speaking of night, it's nighttime at the juice bar.
Yeah,
And
we get our first entrance shot of the sign, and it's
really
it's dark. You
but
think
it's clearly
something's
not
gonna
shot
happen.
at night. They just turn the saturation
Yeah.
down. Or they put like a little black film over
for
it.
sure.
And the kids are inside making decorations. In
Billy's
preparation.
got a Walkman on, and he's jamming.
He is
loves
jamming.
his
He's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
bouncing
Rhythm.
around.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Ernie is trying to make a machine called the Keiko-matic work, which is like a giant
I guess
shrinking oven.
Billy made some kind of Jimmy Neutron device.
Yeah.
It doesn't work at all, though.
Mhm.
Yeah, which is insane because he made a flying car. He made teleportation at least once.
I think he's getting worse because he made a
Right.
Yeah.
a foam volcano last time, and that was a big achievement.
And he also
Now-
talks like Sheldon Big Bang Theory now. 'Cause he's like
He's using too many words in all
he
his
uses too many
sentences.
words.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, this is such a fortuitous effort that I'm undertaking.
Yeah, is he getting flanderized immediately?
I think he's
Episode
like
10.
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
And so Ernie gets covered in cake mix.
It's spewing out foam,
Yeah.
and he's
goop.
just he's on the floor.
he
just
goes,
completely covered.
I hate machines.
And
Yep.
then Bulk and Skull arrive.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And they're being actual bullies.
This
Now-
is all the goodwill from the last episode gone in an instant.
I need to ask. It's nighttime. Sun is set in California. They're wearing short sleeves. The sun sets at probably 8 or 9 p.m.
Right? Yeah.
Why are Bulk and Skull here? They say that it's after hours. They're just
I
trespassing.
guess they could. They're either wanted to trespass in the first place, or could have just seen that the lights were on.
I bet they don't have any friends, so they're just driving through
They
town.
do have friends.
Right.
They do. They have that girl.
Oh, the gang,
Yeah.
the Mohawk girl.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
Yeah.
they were just cruising through town and they
Yeah.
just saw the lights on.
Mhm.
Check it
But
out.
just a second before that, Ernie is like, or Jason all of a sudden has a New York accent, even though they're in California. He's
Yeah.
like, Ernie, thanks for keeping the place open late tonight. And Ernie's like, let me tell you
Ernie
something.
took a shower. He's got the classic towel around his shoulders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, those Power Rangers, there's something, huh?
And I'll
Yeah.
tell you what, they're gonna be just like Batman for Gotham
No,
as
well-
for Angel Grove.
Yeah, he's like, Batman did a lot of good things for Gotham. Like, it sounds like he's
Right,
speaking
yeah.
like Batman
Real.
exists in their
Batman's
universe.
real.
And so Ernie's talking about how he heard they were humans, and Jason goes, "No, I heard they were space aliens."
He's
and Ernie's
gaslighting
like,
him.
Ernie's like, "Whoa!"
You know he's a conspiracy theorist. How gullible he is. He loves it.
He just accepted that there was
Mhm.
a Keiko-matic,
Yeah.
so like,
and
Well,
Bulk
there was a
and,
Keiko-matic.
that's true.
and Bulk and Skull, they're just ruining all these decorations.
Well, then they do the Steven Seagal again, where they finesse them, but
Right,
this
yeah.
time their foreheads into a metal pole and concuss them.
And
Yeah.
Skull's actor runs full speed into the pole.
He really does.
Yeah, and then they put this really loud sound effect.
Like they sped up the footage a little bit, but
Yeah.
he still
But it
runs
sounds like
pretty fast.
he
into
gets
it.
taken out.
And Bulk blows his nose on the banner they made, which they never
Right.
cleaned.
Yep.
He's like,
Uh,
birthdays can't have that.
Can't have that. He's like, I hate birthdays. Skull falls into some paint, which they laugh at, but the more I think about it, that they just spilled all their paint.
Yeah, that's your
even
paint,
more
yeah.
annoying.
I guess it's more value to see Bulk
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
get punished.
And then he runs into the cake machine and he's covered in cake.
Yep.
And Rita, we cut up to Rita, and Goldar is chilling.
He's taking a snooze on
Goldar
the
is
is on the
chilling.
ground. He's either like he either was like reused footage of him being like worn out, or like just
or
fought or
he's
something.
just chilling.
This is
Or
the
he's
most
just
relaxed we've seen.
Goldar.
Rita's
anyone.
lair.
Yeah.
She's not yelling at anyone.
yeah,
Goldar's taking a nap.
Yeah.
Fincher's getting excited about his newest monster.
Mhm,
It,
mhm.
it seems like things are settling
And-
down on the moon.
And they're reminiscing, they're saying, "Oh, we could bring back this guy that we killed someone
Yeah,
with
they're
on another
looking through
planet
the book
again."
of monsters.
Yeah, we see some of the old
You see
monsters,
bones.
King Sphinx. I think you
mhm.
see the Minotaur's head.
Yeah, and they go, all right, we could use Nasty Night Guy to give Zach a birthday present.
Yep.
And I think Finster was like, yeah, we used him on Tarmac 3 to turn their fighters into dust.
They killed their best fighter, which,
Yeah.
I mean,
Mhm.
this guy's pretty formidable.
He's the most powerful monster we've seen yet.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
just before that, Ernie is helping them clean up really quick because Zach is on his way. He just saw him out the window.
Right, yeah.
And the episode with pollution, we thought that the Power Rangers were using their powers to be super fast
Yeah.
and clean. this time, at least it's different.
Yeah,
Because
'cause
Ernie's
Ernie's
helping
with
them
him.
clean, but they still do it so fast that Zach
Right.
can't get there.
It
in
might
time.
just be
That's
that
true.
kids show super
This is
quick
just
cleanup thing.
Toon Force.
Or
but
it's
Yeah.
like that classic thing where like a superhero touches someone and they have their powers for a moment.
But he forgets.
They
They made Ernie into a Power Ranger for a moment.
Yeah, it wouldn't
Whoa.
be beyond Ernie to just forget he had super
Yeah.
speed.
Yeah.
And so Zach shows up and Zach's like, "Have you seen the gang?" And Ernie's like, "Nope, it's just me and my popcorn and,
And my
paperwork."
chairs.
Yeah,
You get the idea.
and my juice bar,
Yeah.
and Zach just annoyed. But meanwhile, it's nighttime out in the forest in a cave.
They have a Minecraft mod.
Yeah, they're just forging in the darkness. All Rita and her guys.
They're just
Still
making
a-
a sword.
Still a good vibe though. It's like
No,
they're
they're
camping.
having fun. Yeah.
They're having some
Mhm.
jokes,
She says like an incantation and summons Nasty Night.
Yep,
Mhm.
yep,
Yeah,
Pretty
so
crazy.
they make his magic sword. It can cut anything, and it's also magic.
yep.
And then she says a little incantation, and he pops up, and he's all gold.
So
and black,
this guy's
and he's got
not
a
made
shield.
out of clay either.
No,
He
he's
was
had
made
a-
out of like God.
We got this guy.
The doll.
The doll.
The troll.
Anyone else not
the
made
troll.
out
I
of
guess was rocks.
I think that's so far it.
clay? Yeah.
Oh, no, the gnome was rocks.
Yeah.
We're talking about the
yeah,
troll
yeah,
was.
yeah.
And so we go back to the school, and Zach is like, Kimberly, I look a little older to you. She goes, no.
It's like
That's not how aging
the
works.
classic trope of just making someone feel awful when it's their
Right,
birthday
yeah.
when you're going to surprise them,
Mhm.
which you could just say it's, oh, happy birthday.
Yeah, the party
Yeah,
wouldn't be
'cause-
precluded.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
And she goes, "Oh, I just remembered. I forgot something." And he goes, "Yeah." And she goes, "Yeah, it's my poodle's birthday."
we ain't never seeing that poodle.
And this destroys him.
Do you think that poodle's,
Yeah.
do you think the poodle's real?
I
Or is she
don't know.
lying to
We're
her
going to see in
lifelong
episode 50.
friend?
Yeah.
But he just his smile is gone and it
Yeah.
He
And the
turns
rest of the
around.
kids,
Yeah.
they're like, "Hey, Zach," and he's like, "Shut up."
Yeah,
He just runs away crying.
They're like, "Hey, Zach." He's like, "Fuck you." They said nothing to him, and he goes and he
Starts sulking in the cliffs.
He does what that kid sitting by the lake was doing,
Yeah,
like the
yeah,
inner monologue
yes.
in the woods.
and the rest of the kids go to class. It's like the school day isn't over.
I guess he's just playing
left.
hooky.
He just
He
leaves.
was like, "I should have stayed in bed today."
Yeah.
Yeah, she was so mean to him on his birthday. She
Yeah.
gave him depression and made him skip school.
And then Rita and the gang ambush. Babu and Squat have a
They're
camera
filming for
and
some
a
reason.
microphone, and they're
Well,
just broadcasting.
For good reason, because this very well could have been the time they defeat the Power Rangers.
They come
Like,
so
Yeah,
close.
this
Yeah.
knight is a badass.
Yeah.
He's kicking Zach's ass.
He says,
and then
"Give up."
Zordon
Give up.
goes, "There's something wrong with the
Morphing grid.
morphing grid.
like
Alpha,
the
get
Speed
the
Force.
Power Rangers here." And
No,
they-
he's
they
like,
show up.
it's like the Force is like,
Yeah,
the
exactly.
sense of
Sense of
disturbance
disturbance.
and the
Yeah.
mega whatever.
Yeah, but Nasty Knight beats him. He's like, "Give up." Goldar uppercuts him with the sword. He's dying
Yeah, they're
out
tag
there.
teaming Zach.
They're destroying
He
him.
lands so many hits with his sword on him, just blasting
Yeah.
him.
Squat is filming, and Babu is like, it's a close one. The Power Ranger is on the ropes." And Squat goes, "It's out of control." And he shakes
Yeah.
his camera, and it's a rocket launcher.
His
Yeah,
camera
stuff
just-
like shoots, and they blow themselves up.
Yeah.
But there's no reason for it. It doesn't hit Zach.
The footage was too hot.
Mhm. And so the rest of the Power Rangers get there, and they still get knocked down.
This knight
Yeah.
puts a whooping on
They
these Rangers.
his sword fucks up their weapons.
It like burns their weapon.
Yeah.
It rust. It
Mhm.
puts some kind of black goop on them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
they're
then
like rust. Yeah.
yeah.
and then they form the
Cheerleader
the
Triforce.
cheerleader Triforce, and they shoot their guns at him. Still
Yep.
doesn't work.
He deflects it back into him. They blow
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Rita's like, "You know what? You're clearly already winning, but you know what?" And she makes him grow.
Yeah,
Mhm.
she didn't. So Rita has no logic.
She's just
don't
evil.
don't mess with your plan when it's clearly
Yeah.
succeeding.
Right. Yeah.
So they grow. He grows. They get the Zords. We get a bunch of new Zord footage.
It is some cool new Zord
Pretty
footage.
cool new Zord footage.
Yep.
And then he just beats the Megazord.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
beats the Megazord. He beats the Power Sword.
Yeah,
they're like-
The
he
first time the
burns
Power Sword
the
hasn't been an
Power
instant
Sword.
win.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Power Sword before this is just natural, just instant win.
Yeah, just one
Yeah.
swipe.
like, and
But
this
it
time-
immediately gets gooped up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it gets gooped up, and then they're laying on the ground, and Zach goes, "I figured it out." And I'm thinking, what did you figure out? There was no
Right.
clue.
Yeah.
And he goes, "He's just reflecting all the energy back at us. What if we reflect his energy and then some?"
So I guess Jason read the Megazord manual the previous night because he knows.
Who
this-
Zach said that?
Oh, Zach, because he
Right.
knows they have like this energy vision.
The Megazord
Yeah.
shoots beams out of its eye.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so like they get him back and they break him down, or they break his sword down. It's
Yeah.
like glowing
There's an
energy.
awesome shot where
Yeah.
their sword smashes him in half.
Yeah, and then
Is
they
it-
use the power sword. They send him to hell.
Yeah.
Why did that work?
Because they just had to redeflect the energy that was being redeflected by his sword that had magic redeflecting powers.
They like
What?
activate shields on it or something. There's like some aura over the Megazord
yeah.
right before it does its final
Mhm.
alt move.
What?
And and so they beat the nasty knight guy. Rita goes away. She's like, oh no. And
She yells at
Yeah,
everyone.
this is very much a status quo setting
yeah, exactly.
episode where
Yeah.
Bulk and Skull become jerks again.
Yeah.
Well, they don't even show up at the end, do they?
No, they don't.
It's just a party.
Yeah, because at the
They
end,
got kicked out.
Zach's like, "Why are we going to the juice bar?"
Never heard of a
guys?"
surprise party.
And they show up, and the lights go on, and everybody's like, "Surprise!" And he's like, "Oh, you remembered."
Cake
And
machine
then-
still doesn't work.
And then they start
Yeah.
dancing for like
It's like a
2
A
minutes.
minute.
a 2-minute weird dancing montage with this
Yeah.
happy birthday
Mhm.
song.
Yeah.
And Ernie makes the Cake-O-Matic break again, and him and Billy are just fussing with it while
Yep.
everybody's dancing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they just
dancing. And then he
slip
does like a jump freeze frame.
Yep.
That's the end of the episode.
Yeah, this one was okay.
I mean, the
felt,
night was really
That
cool.
was cool.
The night was
that was
cool.
really
Yeah.
cool.
but the human non-monster elements, I felt outpowered.
Do you think we're going to get a birthday episode for everyone else?
I hope not.
They
I hope
could.
so.
Yeah,
Based off of this one episode,
Just
I hope not.
Billy sulking again. Yeah. He's like, "Oh, I never should have gone to school this morning. Or it's like, I never should have awoken from my slumber on this fortuitous day.
It's gotta throw in.
That was a crazy one.
Yeah,
Maybe he'll use normal words next time.
yeah.
Hopefully.
We'll see. All right, that's it.